The Nintendo vs. Autumn series continues today as we bring you the finals for Regions 7 and 8, along with 1 and 2 for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate North American Online Open October 2020. Over 2,000 players have fought their way through the brackets this weekend, all for a chance at some exclusive hardware and the pride that goes with being crowned a champion. We have plenty of new challengers approaching the finals, aiming to make a name for themselves, while a few familiar faces look for a chance to win an elusive title. Select your fighter and get ready, because the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate North American Online Open October 2020 starts now. Well, good afternoon and welcome into the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate North American Online Open October 2020. I'm Jordan Kent, and joining me for all the action here today, two of the finest commentators in all of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate community. Let's start with Vicky Kitty, the one, the only. And Vicky, I got to ask you, is Corrin still your main after all these patches and updates?
Yeah, I mean, we've had so many patches come out within these last few months, and I could say Jordan Corrin is still my main. We had our girl Min Min make the stage, and within that patch, we had a few balance changes, and Corrin was definitely one of those touch characters, and I'm absolutely loving the changes, Jordan. That side B tipper really hits differently.
And then a man that didn't need any more buffs, yet they still gave him some this patch. We have Coney, and Coney, I know you're really excited once again to see this North American Online Open get going, and then as we always talk about, the character diversity that'll be on display here today.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to give anything away, but like when we see some of the characters that we're going to see today, I was so surprised, particularly one of them played by young competitor known as Captain. You'll see. I won't give it away, but you'll see it. But we've got a lot of great characters here, and all unique characters, which is always awesome to see. You're going to see some characters that you saw before in some of the earlier events that we've had, but you're also going to see some brand new names and faces. I'm super excited for it.
Well, let's take a look at how these top four got here. We've got regions 7 and 8 up first, and then we'll have 1 and 2 after that. But our top four here, you've got the top 2 from 7, the top 2 from 8. Put those together, you get 4 out of nearly 1,200 players that participated in tournament action this weekend. And of course, they'll be fighting for bragging rights and the chance to go ahead and hop on social media and talk about your accolades. But our winner today will take home a champion trophy. That's right, some actual hardware. And then our top 4 participants will also take home some top 4 trophies as well, too. So let's go ahead and take a look at this bracket and see who's going to be facing off against each other here today. As we mentioned, the top 4 of nearly 1,200 participants. And let's start with you here, Coney. We take a look at Captain Remix, most likely the favorite, because they will be using that frosty pair of fighters, the Ice Climbers.
Yeah, I told you I didn't want to give it away, but we're giving it away right away. This is an Ice Climbers player we're seeing already. What's happening? That character, I cannot believe has made it this far. Now listen, Ice Climbers aren't bad. Not a bad character by any stretch. Has a ton of damage output. Can really take people by surprise. But Ice Climbers are so inconsistent in most hands, because the Nana, she could just go off the rails at pretty much any opportunity. She could, get KO'd instantly and just fall off the stage. So for this player to make it this far in the event with Ice Climbers is a true testament to their ability. I'm so excited to watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Vicky, on the bottom half of the bracket, hailing from Canada, Tan Taco went 2-0 through all of their rounds except the round of 16 to get here, and they use more of a conventional top-tier character, if you want to say so, and Joker.
I mean, Jordan, you and I were talking about it before. Tan Taco, he told you he really likes that aggressive gameplay, and what better character to play than Joker, who really likes to take advantage of your disadvantaged state, especially when he has you up high right above him. So I'm definitely really excited to see how Tan Taco is going to be able to bring this in. I believe he went 2-0 in all but the round of 16. So we're going to see how this plays out versus 9 Super Pie.
So let's go ahead and cover the rules here. It's a 4-player double elimination bracket. Everything is best of 3, no items, smash meter, and it's a random stage selection of 8 curated stages. Each match, of course, 3 stock, 7 minutes. And Vicky, let's go ahead and talk about the most recent patch and update. Any major changes that you see that might impact some of the play that we're going to see this afternoon?
Honestly, I'm just really excited to see how the different patches. I mean, we were basically just talking about that earlier. The different patches that really came down to it. Min coming out, Minecraft Steve coming out. When Minecraft Steve came out, I know we were all kind of excited to see, oh, is there going to be a Minecraft Steve sneaking their way into this bracket? But unfortunately, we don't know until the end. Who knows if a Minecraft Steve could come out when we get, the switch of the league trying to mix things up here. But we had some fighter changes in the most recent patch, actually, with Minecraft Steve. We had Pikachu Fair changed up a bit. We had a Link, actually, his up smash hits way more consistently. Donkey Kong changes, Ness, Captain Falcon, and specifically, I want to pinpoint Jordan Ice Climbers. Ice Climbers actually got a bit of a change between dash attack, down smash, side special. You have up special as well. So being able to look at these changes coming in from Ice Climbers, we're gonna see how that's gonna go into the first play within this tournament that we're gonna have with I believe the first tournament that we're going to have, the first match between Captain Remex, because of the fact that he is going to be playing Ice Climbers throughout this rest of the bracket.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see what Captain Remix can do with the Ice Climbers. And Coney, let's assume everybody sticks with their main and makes life easy for us here. You've got 3 Brawlers and Rushdown characters, but then 9 Super Pie going with a bit of a pseudo zoner and Wii Fit Trainer.
Wii Fit Trainer is such an odd pick because she really has the tools to play a bunch of different ways, but you're right. She is best played like a zoner, but not really a zoner, like a diet zoner. She has the she has the header on the ball, and then she also has the Sun Salutation charge shot. I'm interested to see how this character sort of plays out, because this is a character that doesn't just play at the ledge. I mean, we've seen that a lot from famous Wii Fit trainers, including Nintendo's good friend John Numbers. But we've seen it from other players that get a little bit more aggressive sort of in the mix. They get that deep breathing. They use it almost like a cloud limit. So I'm interested to see how they play this out. Wii Fit Trainer is a character, I think, with a lot of adaptability throughout the game. But she always can sort of take her foot off the gas, chill out, and say, all right, I'm playing to the ledge, and I'm playing real safe and comfy. And I think they're going to do that if these rushdown characters start sort of giving them the heat.
All right, we're getting set for our very first matchup here as we get going here. Top 4, regions 7 and 8. And Vicky, once again, we say this every single time we have one of these North American online opens. For Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, there's such fighter diversity. We discussed this, and we've seen people that are arguably low tier come in and win a championship. And we've seen people just really stick with a variety of mains, and it really speaks well to the balance in this game.
Yeah, I mean, you could take a look at the players that we're going to see, even within the last few regions when we had similar tournaments. The character diversity is what Smash Ultimate is all about. I mean, you have a plethora of characters to choose from, but you don't always have to stick to that top tier. And that is because of the fact that the game has so many good characters in general, but you also have to consider inexperience with certain matchups. And the fact that Ice Climbers will be that first character we're going to see, that is, I want to highlight that type of character that not many people really know what to do around Popo and Nana specifically. I mean, when you go for a desync, for example, not many people know what they're really safe on doing on Shield, and they want to play a lot more passively. So I'm really interested to see the character diversity and how that could affect character inexperienced matchup.
And Coney, we highlighted some of the rushdown characters that we're going to be seeing here this afternoon. And when you're playing that rushdown style, I know you've seen some very high level play pretty frequently here. What do you have to keep in mind with that mindset if you're going to try and be so aggressive throughout the entire match?
There's a difference between just pure sort of brainless rushdown, just turning your brain off and just holding forward on the control stick, right? And trying to slam somebody into the, I was going to say, let's all raise your hand. I'm the guy. I'm the same guy. That's why I like command grabs, because I don't want you to shield. There's a difference between that and really sort of tactical stop and go play style. So you start rushing in, you start trying to assault the shield, put on a little bit of pressure, and then you'll wait. And you'll chill out a little bit. We've seen top players such as Mars just do an excellent job of this, where they'll pressure the opponent into sitting in shield or into taking a defensive stance. And the second that they try to overstep or reach for something, then they'll punish them. And the punish is just off the charts, because they're just going to keep chasing you down. They're going to make the most out of one mistake. I think the difference between these players and a lot of other players that might say that they have more rushdown aggressive style is to get this far in the tournament, you have to have a level of discipline to not always try to hit the shiny button. You have to sort of sit back, wait for your opportunity, and I'm excited to see how these players make their mark today.
Yeah, Vicky, we're getting set to get rolling here with our very first match as we get all the players calibrated. And there's almost a sigh of relief when you get to the top four here, Vicky, because you've had a long day yesterday going through the ladder and then going through the round of 32, and it wasn't double elimination. You get a chance to get here to top four. And what's that championship mindset you have to have, because you've seen it plenty of times before?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned about 1,200 players. These four players really had to fight hard to get to where they're at now, and it's a lot of the line because you have to consider, now we're going into a double elimination bracket, and now there's more of a chance for the opponent to adapt around what they're seeing, and you could potentially take another character out of your pocket that could really overthrow the other opponent in terms of now I have to readapt around everything we've already seen. So Jordan, when it comes to trying to keep your cool and trying to assess the situation, you have to make sure you figure out if you're getting hit a lot. Why are you getting hit a lot? Are you getting put up on these platforms? Are you getting put in the air? Are you struggling on trying to get onto the ledge? And keeping those little things into consideration is going to be something that we're going to be seeing a lot from most of these players, especially since these are some players that have been reoccurring champions that have been participating in these Smash Online Open Invitationals.
Yeah, such a good point here, Vicky. And as we get rolling here, Coney, you've got Captain Remix with the pair of Ice Climbers, and then Kira with Wolf. And so far, Coney, it's all Captain Remix.
This is a lot of... So this is the damage output that we were talking about before. So Captain Remix, Kira really made one mistake at the beginning of the match. It took so much damage off of these grab combos. And pretty much any time, yeah, you can see it any times that Kira is coming down on Remix's shield, he's going for, that Squall Hammer. Either to get, see, there it is right there. So it's either safe and he's able to get away, or Kira's going to get wrapped up in it and take a lot of damage. Weird hesitation there on the forward smash. He's going to get the up smash, but it's not going to happen. But you can just sort of see already the game plan from Remix. And what I'm interested to see is we see a lot of the Squall Hammer out of shield as a punish, but you can't do that forever because eventually Kira's going to start punishing it. And already we're seeing some mix-ups as Remix is going for the hard punish on that forward smash.
Yeah, and Vicky, Kira's done a great job of getting back into this match after really facing an early deficit.
Yeah, you can see Kira also slowing down his pace from that mid part of the game there. The pacing in general, you can see he's trying to not overextend on Captain Remix's shield. You see him trying to go for that space on the back there, trying to go for the punish from the forward smash, but too much lag. Captain Remix being able to utilize that punish out of shield, and now Captain Remix in the lead.
Captain Remix looking for a chance for some separation. 3-2 stock advantage over Kira. You see those Ice Climbers as well too, Coney. You want to look for those tight desyncs that you can possibly get to really confuse and throw off your opponent.
You saw it right there. He's actually, yep, here we go. So you see the desync Squall Hammer, and what it does is it allows one climber to move independently of the other. Because of that, you could throw out a lot more attacks, sort of stall out your hits. As you can see right here, Remix with a huge up tilt into forward air combo. This is such a difficult character to play at a high level, but Remix is making it look easy.
And Vicky, I love the patience of Remix, just looking for those opportunities for that lag. But here, Kira getting a smash to tie things up.
Yeah, remember, Jordan, what I mentioned about, matchup inexperience? You have to also consider Kira also trying to figure out a safe way to go in, and unfortunately, that grab release, Captain Remix, he was at a low percent, so he's able to mash right out of that grab. But Kira, he already took so much damage that the lead is insane to see here from Captain Remix, and something that we all know about Ice Climbers, he do so much damage so quickly.
Captain Remix basically 0 to 83 right there, Coney, and you highlighted it before the match. The Ice Climbers, you cannot afford to make a single mistake against them.
They have such incredible output of damage, but it's not easy. That's one of the things to consider, is that Ice Climbers have been a somewhat problematic character in the Smash games in the past. I'll just say that, because of their ease of use in terms of getting that damage up. But Captain Remix is showing us some real ability with this character, and it's not simple. Those desync combos he's doing, the forward airs into the ice, he's doing so many things that are so difficult and so technical. It's so impressive.
And that's what really stands out about the Ice Climbers, Vicky. So many people talk about their optimization and how there's still so many layers to the depth of that pair. And we saw it on display with the desyncs and especially the ability to read Kira and just look for those windows of opportunity to catch them on the back end of some lag.
Yeah, I mean, to follow from what Coney was saying, the character does a lot of damage overall, and if you're not careful, the character itself, to the learning curve is absolutely insane. I would say that in my opinion, Ice Climbers isn't very easy to pick up, and also just fighting around Ice Climbers in general isn't very easy too, because of those desync combos, because of figuring out, hey, am I safe here, am I not? You know, when they're together, their attacks land 7 frames apart. So just being able to desync, you have to utilize certain moves on purpose, like you're seeing actually right here.
So let's go ahead and get set for a second game here. A little bit smaller stage as we have Battlefield, and sometimes that stage can impact the way that folks go and play against each other here, Coney.
Yeah, for sure. I think this stage is really secondary to how Kira approaches this matchup in general. I do think the platforms might be able to help him out a little bit in terms of coming down, because it seems like Remix is just going for that Squall Hammer any time that he lands. But I really think the stage is less important than just the general battle plan. One of the things about Ice Climbers is they're such a rare character because they're so difficult, like we said before. Oh, wow. Huge up tilt into up smash. But I think what Kira has to do is it's all up to him and how well he can adapt to this seemingly unfamiliar matchup. If I'm being honest, he looks a little lost. He's just kind of jumping around trying to hit spaced aerials, but he gets a huge punish with that forward smash. Not quite enough to KO, but almost.
Yeah, Captain Remix down to 1 Ice Climber. We know, Vicky, that really hurts the potency of the Ice Climbers when you're down to 1 of them. However, holding their own at this point.
Honestly, Jordan, I was a little worried there. Kira, if he didn't get grabbed at the end there, Remix grabbed him at the perfect time, but it was just because Kira had let go of his shield, but it looked like his shield was a skittle there, Jordan, and I was a little worried there, almost going for the jab lock on by the ledge, Kira being able to get back safely, and now Captain Remix, he's been able to utilize all the advantage set that he's built up for himself with his percentage lead, trying to stop him from getting onto the stage, but now the roles have been reversed here.
Captain Remix hanging in there with 1 Ice Climber, trying to score a huge upset here as far as this second stock off of Kira. If you can do it with 1 Ice Climber, you're building yourself a huge advantage at this moment here, Coney.
Yeah, this is awful for Kira. Oh, no, a very unfortunate SD, and I think he was a little bit too eager. As I'm watching this, I think he realizes, you know, this is the one Popo. What do I do about this? He's getting so much damage. I need to get on to the next stock, and maybe a little bit too zealous to finally have it done. 166, 173 will be the final number, and I think Kira just going out a little bit too far, peering a bit too far over that edge, and he paid for it with that air dodge.
Yeah, and Vicky, just a dominant lead right now for Captain Remix, just able to apply so much pressure on Kira. But here's Kira finally with a couple of aerial combos to get the momentum somewhat.
You can see Captain Remix now trying to go in for that desync to freeze him with that ice shot. He does so successfully, and that's going to be a lot of damage, being able to follow up from that desync. Can he get back, though? He does. He manages to get to ledge, but catching the jump, though, coming in, Captain Remix taking care of Kira. 2-0.
Tony, what am I seeing here? We're seeing desyncs into up tilts into fairs, followed by some side Bs coming off the stage. This is just unbelievable what we just saw from Captain Remix.
This is devastation. I don't know what to tell you. It's like as I'm watching this, so I've been casting Smash Ultimate for a couple years now. You know, the game's been out for a little while. I can think of like 2 top-level Ice Climbers players, like at a multinational, like huge tournament level. It's not common. So Captain Remix is showing me some stuff I've never seen before. This mastery of Ice Climbers, winning both games, if I'm not mistaken, with the 2-stock. He's just sort of outclassing Kira there. Kira, of course, putting up a valiant effort, particularly in that final stock. But I think the SD was really sort of a testament to how maybe foggy or lost he felt there. He was so frustrated by that 1 Ice Climber. You have to imagine he got a little bit too eager to get rid of them. And I don't know, Remix is very impressive here.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket. Captain Remix making quick work of Kira to advance to winners finals. That'll go ahead and send Kira down to the losers bracket here. And Captain Remix, as we said before, the #1 seed in Region 8, went 2-0 through all of their games coming in. Really dominant out the gate here. So that sets up 9 Super Pie versus Tan Taco. And, you know, going back to Wii Fit Trainer here, Vicky, with 9 Super Pie, you're going to be taking on a rushdown character like Joker. What do you see between these two facing off against each other? If you are Wii Fit Trainer, you've got some zoning tools. What do you have to do to try and keep Joker at bay?
All right, Jordan. The answer here is the ledge. You're gonna want to hang out by the ledge. You're gonna want to try to force Joker to approach you, which he will, because we already noticed Tantako, he plays really aggressively, especially a character like Joker. We're going to be seeing a lot of side Bs, though, coming in from Joker, which is something you're going to have to be really careful of, because if you do have Wii Fit Trainer holding onto that ledge a lot and trying to go for that re-grab while using that soccer ball with the headbutt, I mean, you're going to be re-grabbing and you're not going to have invincibility. So you're going to be essentially vulnerable to that side B.
And when you look at Wii Fit Trainer here, Coney, someone that can box up close and zone you, but it's kind of that mid-range area where Wii Fit Trainer doesn't have a lot of answers. We know they've got a little bit of range on some of those tilts that can hit on both forward and backwards, but if you're Joker, it seems like spacing is going to be really, really important in this matchup.
Yeah, it comes down to, because the thing that I'm trying to calibrate in my head is that Wii Fit Trainer's her CQC trying to get up close to her. She doesn't really have many answers if she's just kind of sitting in shield. She does have some things, but she doesn't have an amazing out of shield game. She doesn't have anything to really alleviate a ton of pressure. But Joker isn't really the type to constantly assault your shield at a point where he's sitting on top of it, like a fox or like a sheik or something. Joker usually wants to stay a little bit back. So I think it does come down to spacing. He's going to try to get the maximum range of his normals, him being Tantako here playing Joker. I do think this may be a much slower match than we've seen before. Like Remix and Kira, that was a whirlwind. That was over in a couple minutes. Just sort of put into the blender on that one. But this one, I could see going a little bit longer, just as they both feel each other out. Particularly as Wii Fit Trainer just sort of gets acclimated to the ledge. But that's not Wii Fit Trainer. That's a Wario.
Yeah, I was going to say, Wii Fit Trainer skipped the gym a few times and went to the burger joint in this situation. And so, all right, Vicky, now we've got Wario. Obviously, a character here that's got high damage output. It's all about waft with Wario.
You know, when you mix up the commentators, that is definitely one way to mix up your opponent, too. So, good. Congrats here on 9 Super Pie's part, but coming in from the Wario and Joker matchup, we're not going to be seeing the ledge camp necessarily, but Wario does like to wait a bit, to wait on that waft. You're going to be seeing 9 Super Pie kind of play patiently, but it's not going to look as patient, since you are going to be seeing him get aggressive, get into Tantako's face to prevent that Arsene to essentially just run away with the damage that Arsene already brings in. You know, we call him Big Brother Arsene, and already 9 Super Pie utilizing these platforms to their ability to actually mix up Tantako and their landing.
Pretty even early on here, Coney, and you see 9 Super Pie doing a fine job of not letting Arsene really dominate this first stock.
Yeah, but he did take a lot of percent. You could tell that he's playing a lot more careful, but you got to remember, he got all of his damage on Joker before Arsene came out, so he's playing a lot more afraid, but still, he's able to get the KO with that forward tilt. Well done. He does have the walk sort of cooking up, and I'm seeing a lot of fast fall neutral airs, sort of these aerial dive bombs from 9 Super Pie. Tantako's really got to start punishing those, I think. With Joker, you do have a couple options in terms of anti-airs, so he should be able to secure a stock if he can just sort of get under 9 Super Pie, who seems to consistently be jumping all the way in.
9 Super Pie trying to get the combo after the up throw. No luck there. Does a fine job, though, Vicky, of getting the parry leading into all sorts of damage.
Yeah, he was doing a really good job at pressuring him from below these platforms. And with the lead, you have 9 Super Pie. Doesn't have to overextend. He could play pretty patiently here. And now Tantako, he has to try to utilize the Arsene that he's going to have for 30 seconds to at least try to take this stock, or else it's going to look a little grim here, because you already see 9 Super Pie, he used the waft, which I'm not too sure. You know, he didn't really confirm it right there. And Tantako, you could see when you try to use that reflect with the Arsene that he was trying to predict it. Kind of messed up right there, but costing him the stock and now allowing Tantako to be able to close in this gap.
Yeah, we know here, Tony, Tantako with that mask, you can avoid the effects of waft here for the most part, but 9 Super Pie taking yet another stock off of Tantako, Coney.
I love how relentless he was off stage there. He knew that he broke the tether, and a lot of players, I think, would just sort of give up the ledge at that point and say, hey, I got my free damage. 9 Super Pie says not so. He's going to go all the way down with that down air and get even more, and Tantako just does not seem ready for this assault from 9 Super Pie. I said this was going to be a slow match, but this is anything but. The Wario is really throwing us off.
Yeah, Vicky, I love the aggressive aerials coming out from 9 Super Pie as well, too, to really lead into a lot of those chain combos.
Yeah, also just being able to utilize the downer like that, because it's giving Tantako a really hard time. I mean, he's been able also to call out whenever Tantako has been able to use that jump off stage, and that Wings of Rebellion really won't be helping out Joker when he's already used his jump and Arsene's not on board. So it's unfortunate for Tantako, but still being able to try to come back. He's still down an entire stock though, Jordan, so it's looking a little grim.
Yeah, 9 Super Pie really dominating this matchup so far, just applying all sorts of pressure on Tan Taco. Tan Taco trying to sneak one more stock off of 9 Super Pie here. And here we have 1-1 remaining here, Coney. It's not out of the question, but Tan Taco, you really want to use that mobility of Joker. You can't take any more hits at this point.
And I love 9 Super Pie's discretion there to not use his jump on the right side. Don't know if you guys saw it, but he was holding onto it forever. Tan Taco knocked him out of the air, but he was actually able to recover. That back air is going to be enough to do it. And 9 Super Pie going to do it with a cool JV2 stock. No damage taken on that final stock. Very well done by him.
So the switch up, we thought 9 Super Pie was going to come in with Wii Fit Trainer. That's who they used to get all the way through to these finals. But the switch up to Wario, and once again, Vicky, if you've got matchup knowledge, you can go ahead and go with that secondary pick sometimes to handle any bad matchups you might have.
Which, you know, the opposite to what we had seen from Ice Climbers in the first match. Joker, on the other hand, because he's so utilized and because he's such a great character, we see him more so on that higher part of the tier list. You do see Jokers more often, so that matchup knowledge kind of goes into the pocket. And you already saw 9 Super Pie, he kind of schmixed us up. You know, we were expecting Wii Fit Trainer, but Wario coming out instead, and he's going to be able to utilize that matchup knowledge to his advantage now.
All right, no surprises here. Once again, a reset of 9 Super Pie as Wario, Tan Taco as Joker, and it was 9 Super Pie with those long-lasting aerials last time, Coney. And what else have you seen from 9 Super Pie that has allowed him to really win neutral so consistently?
He's really got his punish game down. So look at this. So you see I thought he was going to get the second hit of neutral air. He was going for it. That would have extended the combo even more. But when he lands one up air, he doesn't just land one. He lands several. And I feel like he's got his punish game down very well. Wario in the past was not an especially technical execution-based character. But in this game, he's sort of been reinvented and defined by, you can see the placement of these up airs just perfectly spaced to catch Tan Taco with his little fingers. And the back air KOing, I think at 90%, that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, second back air KO in these last two games for 9 Super Pie. It's all about these aerials, but also, Vicky, we're seeing a lot of up tilts coming out from 9 Super Pie to set up these aerial combos.
Absolutely. You can see him already trying to go for that up air, and now managing to land on that platform to extend and reset that jump, going in for another up tilt. The thing is, especially for what Coney had mentioned, 9 Super Pie, he also is waiting a lot. He's doing a really good job at trying to readapt around Tan Taco, which Tan Taco isn't giving it to him for free. He was doing the same thing. That's why you actually saw him wait out when he was off stage that last match to hold on to that jump. But 9 Super Pie, he's just playing extremely aggressive. He's going for a lot of option coverage, and that's why he's trying to predict the jump from Tan Taco.
Tan Taco, Arsene's going to go ahead and be extinguished, so missing an opportunity for KO there, Coney. But here we are in that ledge at this point, trying to protect it. 9 Super Pie able to get back on stage, and another back air coming out from 9 Super Pie.
9 Super Pie is just really dominating the aerial game. Anytime Tan Taco tries to go out there, tries to punish him, he's taking residual percent. Even if it's just something small, like that forward air from Wario, it is adding up, and 9 Super Pie just consistently winning engagements, winning trades over and over. Tan Taco looks, I gotta be honest, he looks a little lost here in terms of how to get rid of this. I mean, if you're trailing 3 stocks to 1 on a Wario while he still has a full waft, it's not looking pretty.
Tan Taco trying to still get his first KO of this match, but the waft off stage, that's not going to be enough. Wario able to get back in the middle. Out comes Arsene. You figure a KO might be coming here soon. But Wario with bricks in the pockets still able to stay on the stage. And Vicky, at this point, it's Tan Taco that's just trying to hang in there. It is all 9 Super Pie.
Yeah, I mean, 9 Super Pie, he's nearly living to 230%. And Jordan, at this point, I think 9 Super Pie, even though he had wasted that waft air, I don't think he's breaking a sweat. You know, nonetheless, he's still living here. And Tan Taco, instead, he's kind of losing himself, but at least manages to take the stock here. It's just a matter of trying to make this climb, but it's looking a little too large of a climb to make, Jordan.
9 Super Pie looking for the gentleman's sweep, isn't able to get it as Tan Taco racks up a little bit of percentage there. But, oh, here comes the well-timed smash attack, Coney.
He was waiting all game for that one. You saw him sort of conditioning it a little bit before. He kept doing chomp at ledge. He did it in the first game, and then he did it, I think, in the ledge scenario right before that. But he was consistently saying, okay, you can't normal get up. Do not normal get up. Do not do it. He's not going to jump because he doesn't want to fight Super Pie in the air. So what does he do? He's going to roll on stage, and it seems like Super Pie had a contingency plan for that. Very well executed forward smash. Well done.
Yeah, 9 Super Pies. We said coming into that matchup, we thought it was going to be Wii Fit Trainer. No, the switch to Wario and just absolutely dominates Tan Taco. So let's go ahead and take a look at the updated bracket as we set the stage for winners finals coming up here soon. We saw Wario come from 9 Super Pie, and then of course Captain Remix and those Ice Climbers. So two players that dominated their matchups in winner semifinal here. Vicky, brings you to a matchup of most likely Ice Climbers versus Wario, and this is going to be really interesting because, Wario, as we saw before with those aerials that are so potent, but the Ice Climbers, they're so dangerous on the ground here, Vicky.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we could also, we know that 9 Super Pie has a Wii Fit trainer. We could potentially see a switch up in that matchup, but the Ice Climbers that we had seen from Captain Remix versus Kira, a player that we've actually seen perform in the past. He's done such a great job, even climbed through and beat Cloud with Wolf, and now being able to face off against Ice Climbers with Captain Remix beating him and now having to face off against 9 Super Pie. I'm not too sure, Jordan, here. I mean, Ice Climbers is one of those characters that we mentioned before, could be really tricky to really nail down what you're trying to go for and could get a lot more aggressive, whereas you have, Wario, who could play a lot more patiently, wait out to get that waft, but it's a matter of being able to get in, and you can't get in if you find yourself frozen solid from that neutral beat.
And Coney, one thing that really stood out about the victories for Captain Remix and 9 Super Pie, when they got an opportunity to start a combo, they followed through. You got the feeling from Kira and Tan Taco, they just couldn't chain together those combos like they wanted to. And so it seems like in this matchup, whoever can limit their mistakes to open up the doors for those combos, that'll go a long way towards having some success here.
I think the impetus is on Super Pie because Remix has shown that his ability to sit and shield and punish people for knocking on his door is unparalleled. Anytime Kira tried to come down with a neutral layer or a forward air or back air from Wolf, Remix was ready with damage, and that's usually something that's very safe for Wolf to do. So I think Super Pie is really going to have to be judicious in how he decides to get on to Popo and Nana, because if he makes one mistake, he's going to take a ton of damage, and if he doesn't do anything, he's just going to fall behind. He is such a stubby character, Wario, doesn't really have the range to be able to poke at the shield, to be able to do much. The one saving grace is that Waft is going to charge up, but if those last games were any indication, I don't think that Super Pie is the type to really sit back and wait for something to happen.
Yeah, and Vicky, are there any tools for the Ice Climbers if they do want to zone out Wario just a little bit here in this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, they actually do a really good against Wario, in my opinion. I think Wario is going to have a troublesome time on getting in on Ice Climbers overall. So I do think that Ice Climbers could really be patient. And we've already seen it from Captain Remix that he wasn't afraid to desync, being able to utilize the B reverses on those platforms, using the stage to his advantage, actually. And although we did see, being able to utilize the bike from Wario to get back onto the stage, you could use things like that to get onto the platform safely. But Captain Remix was doing a really good job at using just space coverage, and I think we're going to be seeing that a lot within this upcoming matchup.
Yeah, Coney, it seems like the movement advantage that 9 Super Pie has with Wario, because the Ice Climbers, listen, they're not going to win any track meets anytime soon. Yeah. You've got a little bit more ability with Wario. It sounds like you got to be able to use that to dance around the Ice Climbers here.
Yeah, what Super Pie is going to have to do is sort of flirt with the shield a lot, sort of dance around, try to force Remix to commit to something and then punish. Wario is a very bait and punish type character. Also, I think Super Pie is going to have to really focus on the offstage game. You saw anytime that Tan Taco was offstage, even if Tan Taco tried to chase Super Pie offstage, Super Pie got a lot more from it. And with Nana being the lovable doofus she can be sometimes, if you forward air them out of Squall Hammer, sometimes Nana will just plummet to the floor. Who knows? So we'll have to see how these two interact. I'm very interested. I have a feeling like this could just be a wipe one way or the other, but I don't know which way, because this really could go either way with these two. They're both definitely showing how proficient they are, and both of them, like I said, swept their competition first round. So this is going to be exciting.
Yeah, that's the point you bring up, Coney. Neither one of them were really concerned at any point in their winners semifinals matchups here. And so coming to this matchup, if it is Wario versus the Ice Climbers, we know that there's a Wii Fit trainer waiting there for 9 Super Pie if they choose to go to the gym here. You've got a opportunity for Wario, I think, as Coney put it here, Vicky. If you can get the Ice Climbers off stage and in the air, that's where Wario really seems to have the advantage in this matchup.
Yeah, and you already saw actually Wario being able to utilize down air to try to make sure that you can't clip onto that ledge. But we're gonna see how this plays out now, Jordan, because now our two fighters are ready, and we're gonna have Wii Fit Trainer again now on the stage. And this is what I was mentioning actually earlier, that we could potentially see that Wii Fit Trainer come out now, knowing that 9 Super Pie was able to utilize the Wii Fit Trainer mostly through bracket.
So Wii Fit Trainer has the Sun Salutation and the header for some spacing, and of course deep breathing to buff things up. Athletic and mobile, you certainly are choosing Wii Fit Trainer here, Coney, because you want to put some space between yourself and the Ice Climbers.
For sure. And any hit that you get on Popo could also be a hit on Nana. You see right there shielding the ball, and it just bounces right off and hits them anyway. But as you can tell, despite these, oh my goodness, 59 from 2 hits?
Wow.
Hold on, everything that I was saying is out the window. Everything is gone. Because I was about to say, despite what 9 Super Pie was doing, he was still actually trailing by a ton because of Remix's damage output. And then 9 Super Pie got 3 hits, and Remix was at KO%. So I don't know. This is a wild card here.
Yeah, Vicky, 9 Super Pie. We just saw masterful execution with the ledge game right there, keeping Captain Remix from even getting close to the ledge. And that's where 9 Super Pie, I think, really has the advantage, getting the Ice Climbers off stage and putting them in a very difficult, disadvantageous state.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Sun Salutations is a great start to your day, great breakfast here, and 9, you know, is coming all in, swinging, and not only being able to utilize that extra knockback here, but you're also going to see 9 Super Pie can slow down the pace a little bit. Now that they have the lead, you can see how this is the fight that I was expecting to see, which I was a little worried about if 9 Super Pie had gone Wario, because you can't really round Ice Climbers like that with Wario, and here you have 9 Super Pie being able to use the Sun Salutations now, kind of keeping him away.
And Coney, such an interesting aspect because 9 Super Pie with the lead, 3 stock to 1 at this point. You now condition Captain Remix to come after you. You can sit back, zone, do your stretching, your deep breathing, whatever you need to do, and you can read what Captain Remix is doing if you are 9 Super Pie at this point.
Yeah, absolutely, this was the right choice. Wii Fit Trainer is so much better against this character than Wario ever could have been, just because of everything that you're saying and everything that we're seeing here, the disruption that ball is putting out. It goes right through Squall Hammer, and even if Nana shields it, Popo could get dinked on the back of the head. So this is extremely disruptive. You can see it right there, even through the Squall Hammer, and with the charge shot and the ball there, there's so much just to be accounted for. Remix just sort of similar to what we said in the first match, how Remix looked like he was playing off of Kira's unfamiliarity against Ice Climbers. I don't know if Remix knows what to do against Wii Fit Trainer. This is nuts.
And that right there is the first game that Captain Remix, the #1 seed out of region number 8, has dropped in this tournament. So 9 Super Pie, Vicky, you saw it with Wii Fit Trainer is more than just the header and the Sun Salutation keeping the Ice Climbers at bay. We also saw such a bevy of tilts coming out as well. That was all 9 Super Pie in a very impressive display of just everything that Wii Fit Trainer can do.
Yeah, I mean, with the side of some deep breathing, you have 9 Super Pie being able to use the Sun Salutations and also the header, which, you know, everyone's playing ball here apparently, because bouncing between Popo and Nana, just as Coney mentioned, you know, you could shield it, but you know, you can't protect your other Ice Climber to really get back onto the stage. I mean, you're hitting both of them essentially for the price of one, and at that point you could just run away at the same time, and now you're forcing Ice Climbers to play your game, other than the other way around, which we usually see when it comes to the Ice Climbers matchup.
Yeah, and Coney, this might be a textbook example of Captain Remix having to go with the counter pick, because I didn't really see anything from the Ice Climbers that really seemed to threaten Wii Fit Trainer through that entire game.
That looked ugly. Yeah, I've got to be honest. I don't know if I've ever seen that matchup before. These are both very arcane, just like magical characters that you don't see very often. And to see them go up against each other is something that's not common. I don't think I've ever seen that matchup play out, but now that I have, I can see why Ice Climbers would not want to fight against Wii Fit Trainer. Remix gonna stick to his guns here. Maybe we'll see something different, but I don't know, man. Wii Fit Trainer just looked totally in control the whole way through.
So 9 Super Pie, 1 game away from going to grand finals. Captain Remix trying the Ice Climbers once again. They brought them here without dropping a single game until that previous game. So 9 Super Pie, we saw just dominating Vicky, using that header to space out Nana and Popo, but also getting the lead, I think, as you pointed out, was so important for 9 Super Pie in that last game.
Absolutely, because now at that point you control the pacing, and with a character like Wii Fit Trainer, that's exactly what you like, because Ice Climbers does a lot of damage rather quickly. So being able to take that stock lead quickly, like right now, the 9 Super Pie keeping Captain Remex off stage. This is Grim.
Wow.
You can't come back.
Wow.
You know, you going in for more than just spiking that ball all right onto Captain Remex. And Jordan, right now, the lead is back on stage for 9 Super Pie.
9 Super Pie using that header to take the first stock off the Captain Remix. You see Captain Remix trying to get both the Ice Climbers to rack up damage, but Coney, to your point, you've got double the hurt boxes, and 9 Super Pie is taking advantage of that.
It's just throwing the towel, man. I don't know. Yeah, all right. Okay, well, excellent down air. I thought that was actually too low, but yeah, deep breathing back air. We're only a little bit more than a minute into this match, and it's just, again, just devastation here. I don't know. I don't know what Ice Climbers can really do. It feels like that volleyball is constantly in the mix between both of them. Having double the hurt boxes means that Wii Fit Trainer's insane hit boxes are just out for even longer, especially with that deep breathing. So those smash attacks are going to do so much. Remix just, I feel like Super Pie is just not falling into the same stuff, not getting enough damage for him to really capitalize off of. This is gross.
9 Super Pie connecting with the smash attack and Vicky. It seems like Captain Remix is getting a little success here as long as you continue to close the gap against 9 Super Pie and not let 9 Super Pie get away from the reach of your hammer.
I mean, we were talking about earlier when we had seen that match between Captain Remex and Kira, the amount of spacing that Captain Remex was able to cover, but I want to pinpoint 9 Super Pie's awareness level in general, just the fact that he's also baiting out Captain Remex, trying to utilize that deep breathing. He's like, you know, if I get it, but also if I don't, I know you're going to try to jump, you're going to try to mix me up, and you saw him go for the up air right there. Now being able to use this grab, he's out, he's gonna be able to try to come back here. I mean, now without a partner though, Captain Remex, he's gonna have to play a lot safer.
And I love the use of the pummel there from Super Pie. If you notice, he got the grab, and instead of just going for the throw, he actually pummeled a couple of times because Remix was trying to mash an option to get him off. If you actually use Nana, you can, if you desync it correctly, you can get an attack off to stuff the grab. But it seemed like Remix was just getting pummeled over and over, and it led to a forward throw that got rid of Nana. Super Pie with amazing presence of mind there.
Yeah, 9 Super Pie with that back air to close things out. And Vicky, to me, it just really seemed like Captain Remix could not stay close within range of 9 Super Pie through that entire match. And what happens is 9 Super Pie has all that room to move around, has the mobility advantage as well, too, to create that space. And now there's so many obstacles for Captain Remix to try and get through. You've got sun salutations, you've got headers, you've got the long limbs on the tilts. It was just too much for the Ice Climbers to get through.
Yeah, it was just too difficult, and that's why I said, like, I was a little worried if we had seen Warrior, but the fact that you have Wii Fit Trainer in the pocket to pull out the character that you really were able to climb through this bracket was even better for 9 Super Pie, essentially forcing the Ice Climbers to approach them instead because of the neutral B. Being able to charge it all the way could be a little bit of aggressive tool to get people, you know, kind of on the edge of their seat to try to contest them. You have the header also to poke from afar. It's not like they have to overextend at the same time. Being able to get that 2-for-1 with the header ball, getting the spike at the very end, also just being able to say, you know, I know that I'm fully in control, and that also kind of goes into the mental aspect of the game.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the updated bracket because we have our first player making it to grand finals, and that is 9 Super Pie in a dominant performance, 2-0-2-0, to go ahead and find their spot in grand finals. We'll take a quick little break. When we come back, we'll bring you losers semifinals action and find out who will battle their way for a chance to have a rematch against 9 Super Pie. Sit tight. You're watching the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate North American Online Open, October 2020.